I've discovered something in the Elysian manuscript. Repeating symbols spread throughout the text. A pattern that, once decoded, shows a set of coordinates.
Coordinates for what?
Unknown. Robin Moore, its primary author, must have buried them in the manuscript. Moore was one of the greatest arcanists in history. His understanding of Shaper instruments was unparalleled. I don't like making assumptions, but what's at these coordinates must be remarkable.
Let me guess. You want me to check out the location?
Precisely. Will you?
Leave it to me.
Well, look who's here.
Aruna.
Freelancer. Doing well? Lots of talk about you around town.
Nice things, I hope.
Mostly complimentary. Though I do wonder if the tales have grown in the telling. Apparently, you're the best at, I believe the phrase is, six punching.
Ursix punching is one of my many skills.
Right below javelin sky zooms and pew-pew projectiles?
You're making fun.
No!
What have you been up to?
Taking a few days off. Checking messages from Anthem. I've got another expedition lined up after that.
What is it you actually do? Matthias said you knew things about reality.
Sort of. I study the effects of conflicts between the Anthem of creation and Shaper constructs.
Meaning?
My theory is that the Anthem is like a river, carving the landscape as it rushes on. Shaper constructs are dams built to harness that awesome power for, well, we don't know. And where the river meets the dam, chaos, turbulence.
You study that turbulence.
Exactly.
That's a really interesting way to put it. Never thought of it that way.
Oh, I've come up with various analogies to explain things to people who aren't arcanists. You probably have a better understanding of our world than most, being a freelancer.
I protect people from the turbulence. I don't always understand it.
We're two sides of the same coin, aren't we? I observe. I learn why things happen. And you stop people from being washed away when the dam breaks. And they all break eventually.
Tell me about it.
All right. I'm gonna get more tea. Talk to you soon.
On an errand. Yes, I wanted tea. Lavender, I think. We ran out.
Lavender's my favorite.
Yes, you told me.
I don't think so.
That was the first time?
We've never discussed tea before.
Oh, I did it again. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. I'm just worried about you.
So is Dax. She took me to an arcanist. Well, technically 3 of them.
You met the Matthiases.
Yes. Interesting fellows. I told them what happened to me when I was trapped.
That you experienced your past, present, and future. I thought you said those memories were fading.
I'm not sure. I've been confused. I know things I shouldn't. Some days, my memories are consistent with Dax's. Other days, they're not. The Matthiases think I was trapped in a temporal reality. What I saw were possible pasts and futures, but not necessarily true.
You said I changed things for the freelancers, and that we become legends.
I don't remember everything I saw. It comes in flashes. Besides, it's probably wrong.
But it could be right.
Even if it was, would you really want to know?
I'm not a delicate flower, Cardea. If you remember something, please tell me.
Okay. You restore the freelancers to their former glory, but an ancient enemy returns. And this time, humanity fails. You fail.
Well, that's darker than I expected.
I shouldn't have told you.
No, it's okay. Cardea, what you saw is just a possibility. Like you said, it's probably wrong.
Doesn't it bother you?
Every time I get in my javelin, there's a chance the worst will happen. If I focused on the negative, I'd never be able to do my job.
I wish I had your confidence.
The first step is sorting out these memories. There has to be a way to tell which ones are genuine.
In time, the false memories might disappear. Right now, all I can do is ask. I rely on those answers.
But can you live like that?
Yes, I can. You survived the Heart of Rage. I'll survive this.
Warning. I am in a dark and foul mood.
Does this mean you're gonna depress me?
Probably. I've suffered a number of setbacks recently.
Like what?
My foot traffic initiatives were defeated. I've made zero progress on the loose cables hazard, and my proposed standing water bylaw is now dead.
That sounds tough. So what's your plan?
My plan is to leave the fort.
If you ask me, I think you should stay.
That's kind of you to say, but my future lies in Anthem.
Why would you move to the capital?
Because it's filled with bureaucrats and politicians who like making rules and consider personal safety a priority. Those are my kind of people.
They are, huh?
It's terrible to admit, but I feel I've wasted my life trying to make this fort a better place to live.
Maybe you're right. You might find what you're looking for in Anthem.
Thanks for understanding. I already have some exciting ideas on how to streamline certain government processes.
They're gonna love you.
But before I leave, I must file a work order to ensure the courtyard fountain finally gets fixed.
If you're leaving, why do you care about the fountain?
I believe civic amenities are vital to the well-being of the fort. And there's no way I'll let that glitching fountain defeat me.
You sound determined.
I am. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a requisition to complete before I leave.
Look who it is. You certainly know how to put a javelin through its paces. Never just go for a stroll out there, do you?
Do you expect any less?
I shouldn't. You've got your sights set on the Heart of Rage. Not the first time for you either. But if anyone accepts the danger with the adventure, it's you.
I like excitement as much as the next freelancer. And I like to be alive afterwards to celebrate.
I'll toast to that. I took my son to Yarrow's Wall. He spent hours listening to the stories and learning about the people behind them. He says he's going to do awesome things. After lots of training.
Smart man. Are you less worried about him becoming a freelancer?
Oh, I'll always worry. I worry about all of you.
You can't get rid of me that easily.
I run routine maintenance checks. I probably could.
What?
I'm kidding. I put enough work into those javelins of yours. You better bring them back.
Is that why you do it?
Not everyone comes back. Approve the suits, but they mean someone cares. You're not just another number. You said the fort's your home. Just my way of keeping the lights on for you.
So, once I get to these coordinates, what am I looking for?
Another book? An engraving? Perhaps a scroll buried in an ancient library.
So, you don't know?
I'm sure we'll know when we see it.
So you don't know what we'll find, but what do you hope it is?
Knowledge.
That's it, huh? What about treasure? Or some kind of weapon?
Knowledge is the only thing that matters.
Almost there. Let you know what I find. These are the coordinates. I think I see what we're looking for.
Frequency in the manuscript. I could try directing a calculated pulse through your javelin. Device that imbues an object with a finely tuned energetic resonance. Of course. Once charged with the resonance, the stone becomes a key.
Did you hear that? I felt something.
The tumblers of a lock falling into place.
And there's a hum. Barely perceptible. I think there's power being diverted to another section of the ruin.
You need 3 more energy stones. Maybe following your power will help you find them.
Feels a bit like I'm in the guts of a giant safe.
I think that's exactly where you are. To match the right symbols.
Something's getting the scorpions riled up.
Wait, don't move. Instruments detect minor glitches in the system. Ancient mechanics. Deterioration over time. Resonance is off. I need to transmit signal pulses through your javelin to compensate. You must stay close. Now you just have to get it in place. Try not to lose it.
Why set this all up? Manuscript, the coded messages? It's a bit much.
I see what you mean. I'm sure Moore had his reasons.
That definitely did something again.
Progress. Halfway there.
Why has no one tried to do any of this before?
Without the frequency found in the Elysian manuscript, the system could not be triggered.
Right, of course.
Do you know what symbols to use this time?
I'll look around for clues.
Do you know what symbols to use this time?
I'll look around for clues. Got the third stone.
I don't understand what you mean.
Solve this code. Flip these symbols. Carry a rock back and forth.
Not a joke. Perhaps a test. Do you know what symbols to use this time?
I'll look around for clues. get those symbols. Symbols.
Have you found the correct symbols yet?
I'm looking. Let me guess. Stay close.
Yes, please. Don't stray too far again. I need to make sure the stone is charging properly.
Got it. Stone to the center.
Thank you for helping me with this.
Anytime. I enjoy picking up heavy things and putting them down again. Also, I assume I'm getting paid?
Yes, of course.
I accept payment in sandwiches as well, just so you know. Okay, last stone's in place.
Running that frequency through your javelin again. I need you to make physical contact with the mechanism this time. My instruments are going wild back here.
What's happening?
All the stones appear to be working in concert to achieve something. I need you to stay close. I must monitor these readings.
Oh crap, we made something angry.
Energetic vibrations from the stones are likely causing distress in sensitive wildlife.
How long will it last? Errol, are we almost there? Because this one, it's fire. It's made of fire.
Do you have a bigger gun? Perhaps with a bigger gun you could...
It's the size that matters, Errol.
That's it. It's all done. Safeguards removed. Locks unlocked.
All right, let's see what's in here. Errol, I think we got it. It's open.
Good news. What did you find?
Scrolls, documents, a lot of them.
Knowledge. As I hoped and predicted. Will you bring everything back to the fort?
On my way.